Allow me to give a shout out to the director of Savior TV, Prophet Adonai. May God bless you, sir, wherever you are. God bless you so big. And also a big shout out to whoever is watching us this night. Maybe you are traveling, maybe you're there in your home, maybe you're there seated, maybe there are those who are watching us from abroad. May God bless you, and kindly keep tuned, stay tuned till the end of this session. I'm telling you, I'm assuring you, you'll enjoy the show this night. And so by that, saying all that, without further much ado, allow me to welcome my guest on studio. Welcome so much, sir. Karibu sana.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Yes.
Yes.
So kindly tell us who is you, who you are, what do you do, kindly?
Thank you. My name is Yossi Makayo Wanyama. I'm a member of an organization called Exalted Pillars. Exalted Pillars is a community-based organization that is actually dealing with raising pillars in the community. When I say pillars, I mean people in the community that the community can look up to, because they are people that are empowered. They are people that have risen to a position of influence in various sectors. So that is what we do basically as an organization. We are more into consultation, business consultation, and things like that.
So if somebody want to get you, where can they find you? Maybe you're around Eldoret, or you're widespread around the country?
For the young people, we are online.
Yes.
Yeah, we have social media pages. We are in Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are also on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Yeah, and then for those around Wasingishu, we usually meet every Saturday. This building, Jade building,
yes,
second floor, every Saturday from around 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. You will find us there.
Wow. So you majorly talk about business there, or you talk something beyond business, or it's specifically business?
When I say business,
yes,
for us it's actually more about bringing value to the marketplace.
Yeah.
Bringing value to the marketplace. What I mean by that is that basically business means getting paid for what you bring to the market. So when you are in the marketplace, you are there to bring value. So we help you to bring out the value in you. So basically what we do, we nurture your passion, your talent, your gifts, because we want more people to be in business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So to those who are watching us, kindly help us to share the program this night. Kindly you can share to your WhatsApp groups, to your Facebook groups. Maybe you can also share to YouTube account. We have a YouTube account. Maybe you can help share this program, and I know it will be of great help. And I know many shall be blessed by the topic tonight. By the way, watu wamekuwa wakirequest hii topic sana. Ati msiongee tu mapenzi. We also need to understand about business. And I thank God you are here tonight. So kindly help me tell our viewers what they are expecting from tonight's discussion.
Okay. So for tonight, you're just going to look at how do you bring value to the market? How do you make a living? How do you earn when you have that your business, or you want to start a business? This is going to help basically those people who want to go to business for themselves. Maybe you are employed and you're looking for a side hustle, or maybe you have no job and you want to start some. So we are going to show you how to build value, because the marketplace is expecting value from you. So how do you build value?
Yeah. Okay, speaking of building value, okay, how do you build this value? Yeah, how do you build value? But before coming there, how do you reach your audience? Maybe as Exalted Pillars, how do you reach your audience? How do you maybe engage a new audience? Yeah, if I want to join in Exalted Pillars, what's the process of joining there? Maybe
the main way that we are using at the moment is referrals from the existing members. We are not so big in advertisement and all that. So basically, the way we have structured our organization, for you to join us, you'll have to be referred by an existing member, because what we are doing there, we are using a system called network marketing. So the person that you are going to maybe introduce him or her to the organization, you're supposed to nurture that person. So by nurturing, you're also growing. So we grow by empowering each other. So anybody that wishes to become a member or of the organization, you have to be introduced by somebody that is already in existence. So that way we are able to follow up for every member that is existing, because when the members become so many, we need that mentorship, and that we have to have a structure where that every person can be nurtured. Yeah.
So how did you to ask, how did you come up with this vision of Exalted Pillars? How did it come about?
Okay. Organization of Exalted Pillars was started in October 2021. It is an organization that was started by a team of young people. We as young people, we just sat down and we looked at our community, we looked at our generation and the things that we are going through as young people. And what we discovered is that there are so many challenges that we have as a generation. And mainly the major challenges that we saw, one was unemployment.
Yes.
Unemployment, the lack of jobs among especially the young people. We saw that we have so many young people who don't have jobs. And then we realized that there are also those who are in debts. Those who are in debts. By debts, I mean bad debts. Debts that you cannot pay, debts that you don't know what you did with the money. So you will find there are so many people who are in bad debts, and they don't know how to come out of it. And then another thing that we realized that there are so many people who are stuck in life because they are addicted either to stuff, drugs, uh, to the internet. Addiction is another reason that we saw that was a challenge for our generation. So many people want to work. So many people want to be impactful in the generation, but because of the addiction that maybe you are struggling with, because of not being able to bring out your best, because something is holding you back. So we realize that there's a challenge of addiction in our generation. And then the other one is we saw that there's also we have challenge when it comes to networking. We don't know how to network, especially in our generation. Yeah. So those are the 4 challenges that we realized that our generation is actually facing. And we saw that when you want to rise up as a young man in our country, in our generation, when you want to rise up to a point, to a place of influence, there are so many challenges that you are going to face. And so we wanted to empower the young people, especially to have an opportunity for themselves to develop themselves. So when we saw these challenges, that is what made us to decide that we need to come up with a platform that will help us to have to see how we are going to deal with these challenges. Wow. Yeah.
And so maybe speaking of coming to Mali, umesema kwa build value. Okay, how do you build value? Maybe as Exalted Pillars, how do you build value?
Value is built as Exalted Pillars. Value we are building it in 4 ways. There's the aspect of resources, having resources. So we have what we call 4 pillars. 4 pillars in Exalted Pillars. The first one is money. The second one is people. The third one is time. And then the fourth one is vision. For you to have value, you have to have a vision. And then for you to have value, you must know how to make money. For you to have vision, you must know how to connect with people. Because what you are in the society is about relationships. If you are maybe say you're a doctor. You're a doctor because there are people who are connected to what you do. So that being a doctor is a result of relationship. Is a result of you serving the community, either in the hospital or in that field of medicine. So that is what makes you a doctor. So we saw that you need to have people, that aspect of connection. And then the last one is time. It takes time to build value. By time, we mean you have to form habits. You have to form. You have to be disciplined. You have to dedicate yourself on something. That is what builds value. So you cannot just go to the market today and earn without. It takes time to create value. Yeah, it takes time.
Wow. So maybe there is this question people have been asking in our WhatsApp platform. Okay, is it okay maybe for people who are dating maybe to invest in a certain business together? Can you advise that, or what's your take on that?
People who are dating.
Yes.
My take will be, it is good for it is good for each of the parties to go into business for themselves. There are sometimes, okay, it depends with the scenarios. You'll find that there are people who have different interests. So if your interests are not the same, I would advise you, each one of you, to go into to do something of their interest. Yeah. So it is not bad for you to go into business when you're dating. But I think you're asking about joint business.
Yes, yes.
Joint business as a couple, as a in the dating stage. I don't think I wouldn't advise. Yeah, because the relationship is still foundational.
Yes.
So going to business as a in the dating stage, I would advise that you do something of your own interest, something that you can manage on your own. Yeah.
Wow. And so maybe we have had a lot of tumekuwa na ile rate kubwa ya unemployment, and many of the people are blaming government for this thing. Okay, what's your take? Is it advisable to wait until you're employed, or maybe you can start something? Majorly the youths, we have had a high rate of unemployed youths in our country. So is it okay maybe to wait until when you secure an employment in a government office or anywhere, or maybe you can innovate something, maybe you can come up with something and start your own business? What do you advise on that?
I would advise you to, before the government comes in to give you a job or something, I would advise you, if you have something of your own, a skill, maybe a talent, maybe a gift, that is where to start. That is the best place to start. If you are waiting for maybe your uncle or maybe somebody from out there to come in and support you, sometimes it may not go like that. So the easiest way or the safest way to begin building yourself, I would advise you to start with something that you have. If you have a skill, that is where to start. If you have an idea, that is where to start. Yeah.
Wow. And maybe for example, kuna watu tumepata that mtu akona idea, akona the vision yenye umesemea, but ana ile capital, ana ile uwezo wa kupata capital, na maybe ni msee wa kuogopa maloans. Okay, so to such a person na ako so much eager and as passionate to start something, but ana ile capital, how can you advise? Or maybe to same as the exalted pillars. I understand my face what come out. How do you help in such a situation maybe?
That's a very interesting question, because when you talk about capital, most people assume that capital is money. Capital is not money. Capital is actually what you have built. It is what we are calling value. Yes. That is capital. And capital for someone that has been, maybe you want to start something. When you want to start something and you are asking yourself, do I have the capital? What do we mean by capital is, do you have the resources? So by resources we mean, do you have the connections? Do you have people that are, if maybe you want to start a shop, or maybe you want to sell something, do you have people that you have identified that are interested in your product? Those people that are going to buy from you, those are your capital. Because when you start something and you don't have a client, you don't have somebody to buy from you, you will stay with your products. But when you have a ready market, when you have people that you have contacted, maybe you have talked to a few friends, you have talked to a few clients, and they have shown interest in that product. So when you are going to the market to fetch that product, you will be doing it with an understanding that there's a market for what you are doing. So having that understanding, that is what we call capital. Another form of capital is time. have you invested? Have you invested time in what you're doing? By time we mean, have you researched? Do you have information? Do you know? Do you understand the business you want to venture in? Many people, when they want to go into business, they major on looking for money, and then you get the money, you get a shop, you fill the stock, and then you realize that there is no, after there is no going forward, because you thought that capital is money. So you have a full stock, but you don't have clients, you don't have an understanding, you don't know whether your products are seasonal, whether they are full-time, in which people are your target clients. So that's that investment of time is what we call capital. So if you are passionate about something, you will take time to study that field. You will take time to understand that market. That is what we can say, that is capital. Now, and then another thing is what is your motive? What is your reason for venturing into that business? Because if your reason is not strong enough, when challenges come, you will give up. So having a strong reason is another form of capital, because business is seasonal. Business is there are times you will be in business, the business will be doing well. There are times the business will go low. So if it goes low and you don't have a reason to be there, you'll be discouraged. So
Okay, you have said something interesting, yeah, in the beginning of this answer, and maybe there is somebody who might come to you, akona capital, akona pesa, but he or she doesn't have an idea of what kind of a business should I start. I think you have met such kind of people, yeah. Mtu amekuja akona pesa, akona those resources, but ajui ni what kind of a business anaweza anzia. Yeah. So, I've found such people wenye kind they are rushing to just any kind of business. Ama kuna ile kind amesikia kind wa kuuza mayai saini kama inajipa, mtu anakimbia kwa mayai. Unakaa kidogo unasikia ni kama kazi ya mitumba, ni kama iko na pesa. Yeah. You remember kuna time kulikuwa na hizi ni za mayai ya quails. And it's kind everybody always swim for that direction. Yeah. So what can I advise such people who is mwenye bado hajakuwa decided on what kind of a business to start, akona capital na akona resources?
wow. I think that is a challenge of vision. Business, the best way to get into business is to have a vision of what you want to be. You have to have a vision of maybe 10 years, 15 years from now. Where do you see yourself? So that you can understand, I'm getting into these things to become what? To be what? What we are looking for in the market. When you are going to the market, what you are looking for, you're not just looking for the returns. You are looking also for what are you becoming as you engage in that business. Because you realize that in the beginning stages, you are working on your business. But with time, when the business grows, the business now begins to work on you, because now you will not have time. You will not, because the business will be big enough. You will not be able to manage that business. The business will start controlling you. It will start controlling your time. It will start controlling your relationships. It will start controlling your life. So the best way to do business is to do something that you are passionate about. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about this thing? I'm just looking for money? If it is something that is your passion, is it your passion? Is it your talent? Is it your gift? Because if you don't weigh what you are doing against those three, you will do something for the sake of the benefits, and then it will frustrate you. When you are going into business because you have a vision of something you want to become in future, it gives you an opportunity also to measure yourself, to measure your progress. Last year I was here, today I'm here. But when you don't have that vision, you will be doing several things that you cannot tell whether you're progressing or you're stuck. Yeah. So it is good to do something ambayo you are focused, and you're determined that this is the thing that I'm going to be. This is the thing that I'm going to do. And then with time, you realize that when people begin to know you, they will know you for what you are doing. But if you are doing today, maybe today you are in a shop, tomorrow you are fishing, the other day you are doing something else, people will not identify with you because you are doing many things that people cannot point you to something. So it is good to have something that you are passionate about.
Wow, amazing. Wow, thank you so much for those who continue to watch us. I see Just Meme, you're watching us. Sandra, you are watching. Kende Theory, Dolly Mutwiri. Wow, welcome so much. So to those who are watching us, kindly help us to continue sharing the program. We need to hear more about business. We need to get more about business, to know about business, to talk business. We want to dress business, yeah? Anything related to us, we should understand the big aspect about business. So to those who are watching us, kindly do us one favor and kindly share the program for us, and I know it will be of a blessing to us. So maybe if I may ask Brother Josie, maybe what is the key consideration for every person who wants to engage into a business? What are the key factors that one should consider before starting any business? Those common key factors. Yes.
I think the first thing to consider when you are going into a business is what we have already said. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. So what value are you bringing to the market? That is the first question you need to ask yourself. When you are not bringing value, your business will frustrate you because people will not buy from you. People are looking for value. When you're going to the marketplace, you have needs. There is something that you're looking for. So the first question to ask yourself when you want to go into business is what am I bringing? What am I bringing to the market? Yeah, that is the first question to ask yourself. And I think this question summarizes everything about business because when you're able to answer this question, you know the aspect of time, you know the aspect of who are your target audience, who are your target maybe clients. You will know about how do you raise money for that business, yeah. And then you also understand your vision. Where do you want to go with this business? I think that is what I can say. Yeah.
And so maybe we have seen that some of the people they have been so kind of wamekuwa kind na kawoga fulani. There is that fear of the unknown before starting certain business, because maybe you have seen some of the people. There are some people you have been looking to who have started a similar business that you want to start, and they have already failed. And so there is that fear of the unknown. What might happen to this business? So because, and I understand from my background about business is all about taking risk, yeah. So there are some people who have that fear of the unknown. So maybe how can you advise somebody that want to start a business but there is that fear of the unknown? Yeah, maybe there might be some changes, some government regulations that won't favor the business that the person wants to start. Okay, how can you advise anybody who wants to start a business but there are those fears of the unknown? Yes.
Wow. What I can say about that, all business is risk. All business is risk. And it is good to have those fears when you are starting a business because they also help you to be alert. They help you to be cautious when you are trading. So you should not allow your fear to limit you. I think the best way to go into business is to understand that your business will pay when you begin to bring value. When you begin to bring value to the marketplace, your business will give you returns. Sometimes value could be your commitment. When you are committed to that business, there are many young people who go into business,
Yes.
but they are not fully committed.
Yes.
It is a new business. You're just starting. You want to work from 9 to 5. sometimes that may not work.
Yes.
Your competition is out there. They are looking at you. They are giving their business more time. They are giving their business more commitment. If you are going to just do the same thing, you may not have that breakthrough. It takes commitment for you to break through.
Yes.
In business. So your fears, you will overcome your fears with maybe discipline. If you are disciplined enough to be committed to that business, you will find your breakthrough. So it takes time to bring value, and bringing value is what you are saying. How do you get that breakthrough in business? So that fear is good for a start, because it keeps you to, it allows you to be conscious about your business. It keeps you on that business. So don't let that fear to limit you. Yes, there are risks, but work with that risk and allow that fear to help you to grow. Because as you grow, that fear continues to die. It goes lower. So you're growing in confidence, you're growing in the market scale, and with time you'll just realize that that business has picked up.
Wow. And so if I may ask, in Exalted Pillars, how many people have you managed to nurture and they are so much successful currently? And people that you might say that, hey, I'm really proud of you, man. Yeah. There are some people, maybe when you unaangalianga na unasema, wow, these are my fruits. I invested so much on these people. Yeah.
Wow. We actually have several.
Yes.
Several people in business. We have other people in employment, and they're doing so well. So to give an exact number I may not have the exact number, but we have several people that are they say, this one I learned from Exalted, this one I gained from Exalted Pillars. So, and then we still have people that are interested in what we are doing. They are so passionate. They're saying that this is the place to be. So we have positive feedback from the community because of what we are doing, and I think I see ourselves expanding more because of the change we are seeing in our community.
Wow. Yeah. And so if I may ask, maybe is there maybe a specific business that you have directed so much people to major on? Is there any specific business yenye maybe umedirect watu wengi kufanya na maybe wamefanya na wamekuwa successful?
The thing about Exalted Pillars, we don't go directly into business.
Yes.
What we do, our members, when members come to us, what we do, we point to them. What we want you to do something that concerns you. So you'll find that we have several members. These members have passions. Their passions may differ. They may be different passions. They may have different talents. They may have different gifts. So what we do, we try to empower. We are trying to empower you in your area of gifting, in your area of talent, because that is the first place, the easiest place where you can do business. Your talent, your gifts. If you can take that to the market, it is easier, because for you, talent is natural. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to show you how can you earn from, how can you make a living from what you already have? How can you make a living from this talent that you already have? So for our members, we don't point to a specific business and say do this. No, but we just help you to how can you bring value from what you have, your gift, your talent, your passion. And then so now you can decide, I think my talent it will take me to this industry, or to this field. Yeah.
Wow. Na maybe mtu akuapproach akwambie, hey Jesse bana, niko na hii biashara, nauza miadarati, but I'm doing this for my family to survive. Yeah, I'm doing this for the sake of my family, for the sake of maybe kupeleka watoto wetu shule, for the sake of maybe hata anaweza kuambia analisha some orphanages. Okay, na unajua ni ana illegal business umse anafanya. Okay, what is your take on that? Yeah, ama uko zile za hey, as long as unaingiza kitu, maybe you can proceed maybe as long as, because kuna watu wamesema that ati hakuna, there is this meme nimeona ikitrend sana that hakuna, ukipata shortcut kwa maisha wewe pita nayo, hakuna degree ya suffering. Yeah, ukipata tu ka shortcut wewe penya nako tu. Yeah, so to such people wenye maybe, na maybe I know some maybe wanaweza kuwa wanatuangalia, how can you advise on that?
Wow. I know sometimes it is hard, it is tricky when you are when you're answering such. What I can say, the essence of business, the essence of serving the humanity, or the essence of existing in this life is not so much what we get. It is who we become. If I can borrow from the Bible, we all know the story of Judas. Judas in the Bible is the one who betrayed Jesus, and he was paid. He was paid some coins for that act of betrayal. But what do we see after that? He realized that it was not worth it, and he returned the money. But when he returned the money, they did not take the money back. And Judas was very frustrated. He was very miserable because of what he had done. He actually committed suicide. So in life, it is not so much about what we do, what we gain, rather than what we become. Whatever you are doing in life, you need to ask yourself, what am I becoming while doing this? What am I becoming? Because these are the questions that will remain with you. What you have done. Yes, you have made money. Yes, you have made millions from your illegal business. But what have you become in the process of doing that business? Because there are people who have died because of you. There are people who have lost direction because of you. There are people who are suffering because of you. There are people who are in hospital because of you. What have you become?
So you have said at the end of the day, it's not what you get, but
Yes.
who you become.
Yes.
Wow, I love that. Somebody is asking a question here, maybe on my WhatsApp platform. Somebody anauliza that can anybody start a business ama kuna wale wamebarikiwa kwa biashara? What it takes to maintain a business? What does it take to maintain a business? I think you have answered this again, but maybe for clarity purpose, maybe you can unaweza once again.
Can anyone start a business? The answer, I will give two answers to that: yes and no. Not everyone can start a business. Why? Because there's a special skill that is required for you to start a business. So some people prefer to be employed because they prefer waiting for salary at the end of the month. Some people prefer business because they have been nurtured. They have grown in the environment of business. So business is not for everyone. But if you are good in what you are doing, if you are good in selling, I can advise you to start to do business. Yeah.
Wow. Again, anauliza that does working under the same roof strengthen marriage or weaken it as a result of the disagreements that may arise in a workplace?
Working in the same environment?
Does working under the same roof strengthen marriage or weakens it as a result of the disagreements that may arise in a workplace?
Mm-hmm. For me, this is me personal. I would say I wouldn't want to work with my spouse under the same roof. Yeah, because I need space. There sometimes I need space. Maybe I need to meet my spouse at home. So meeting someone 24 hours a day, you also need some space from that person. It's also it also makes the relationship interesting. But there are people that are okay working together, which is good. Yeah. But for me personally, I would say let us work in different business.
Uh-huh. And then another question, I see another question is popping up here. When doing business with your spouse, should you save under one account? If yes, what happens in the case of a divorce? Who should operate the business and what happens to the profit?
This is a question of trust. Yeah, I think it is talking about is actually asking about trust. It depends with your relationship, the level of trust that you have invested in the relationship. If the two of you have trust each other, I will say it is okay. For some people, actually, that is what they are doing. And if you're not okay with it, if your trust level has not reached a level where you can have a single account, I don't think it is wrong to have separate accounts, as long as each party plays their role in the relationship. Don't take advantage of your partner's money because you have viewers or something like that. But coming together,
Yes.
if you can play your role well
Uh-huh.
as a partner, relationship is a 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you play your role, you play your part, I play my part.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where the money is kept, as long as if it is needed at the table,
Uh-huh.
kila mtu ataweka yake.
Yes.
I think it is okay.
Okay, maybe niulize swali uchokozi. Is it okay for a man to disclose his salary to the wife?
To the wife?
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. Personally, I will not.
Why?
I will not because I I don't know. I will not.
Trust again?
What?
Coming back to trust issues
I
again?
think it is all about trust. But I think with the time, it also depends with how long the relationship has been.
Yes.
So if the relationship has been for some time,
Yes.
maybe you have stayed for maybe 5 and above years.
Yes.
I would think there are things you just learn to share. There are things they will just begin to open up.
Uh-huh.
I think a relationship is about also the depth and the length. The more you stay together, the more you realize, this person is not going anywhere. So the more you become open.
Mhm.
You cannot just open up to someone during the first 2 years of your relationship. You just open everything. I
Yes.
think there are things you open up with time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So as you continue in the relationship, I think it will just reach a point where you will both realize that we are here to stay.
Wow.
So everything will just be there. The PIN numbers, the passwords, everything mtapeana tu because you have learned to realize that this my partner is here to stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe in that scenario, I've remembered something. What happens in the scenario whereby the husband is a spender, is a bad spender? Or maybe the wife is the bad spender? Maybe. How do you solve such? Yeah? Sa ile mwingine tu yani akipata pesa tu anafieka like nobody's business. How do you solve that?
What I would say maybe if you realize that your partner is a has a weakness when it comes to money, I think if you can talk to your spouse, if he or she can listen to you, uh, maybe you will find a way to go about it. If your spouse will not, maybe he will not listen to you, maybe he might ignore or
Yes.
something. I think you can approach someone that both of you respect,
Yes.
and then you address the issue. And then I think the way forward after there is to come up with a way of ensuring that there is something that is kept for that for your union to continue. Because if your partner continues to, maybe your spouse is the breadwinner and he has no control, he has no discipline when it comes to finances, very soon your relationship may have issues because money may not be there.
Yeah, sure.
But if you can come up and assist your spouse, maybe you can come up with a budget or a way of ensuring that there is financial discipline. I think that one will help.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. I'm hoping our viewers there at home, maybe you are getting some tips. because, okay, allow me to see some people who are watching us. Maybe I see Kendetheuri, you are saying you're learning something. I see Esther Dahabu, you are saying learning something great. That's Esther Dahabu watching us from all the way from Algasmaya. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Maybe any burning question, maybe anybody with any burning question, also you can bring it on the table and through our comment section, and they know it shall be, your question will be answered without any delay. I see somebody is asking a question here. How to balance love and business? Can opposite gender be business partners without falling in love? Is it okay to look for your ex and be business partners with them? This is tricky. How to balance love and business? Can opposite gender be business partners without falling in love? Is it okay to love your ex and be? Is it okay to look for your ex and be business partners with them?
My take about the issue of X is a no for that.
Yes.
And then you can be in business and yeah, that's how can you
Okay, the
can
first
you balance
question.
business with love?
Yeah, how to balance love and business. And then the second question is that can opposite gender be in business without any strings attached, maybe, or without falling in love? Is it possible?
I think it is possible because first of all, when you're looking for a business partner, you don't say I'm looking for a man or a lady. You're looking for someone with qualities
Yes.
that will empower your business.
Yes.
He may be either a man or a woman. So if you find the right person for what you are doing,
Yes.
maybe the business is a business that is targeting the opposite gender.
Yes.
You will not look for a man. You will look for a lady to
Yes.
assist you. Maybe your role there will be management or supervision, but
Yes.
the lady will be the one meeting clients. So you will need a lady for that job.
Yes.
Yeah. Another scenario is you will be looking for someone with specific qualities for that business.
Yes.
So that person may be the opposite sex. It is okay. It is okay to do business with any of the genders. Yeah. Business and love, I think if you have not started a relationship, the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what is my vision?
Yes.
Your vision allows you to know the partner that you will look for. If you have a vision and maybe that vision is business related, it will attract a partner that will support that vision, that business.
Yes, very true.
So business and love, they can go together. If you already have a partner and you did not consider vision when looking for the partner, maybe your strong quality for that vision, for that relationship was love, and you already have your spouse, you're already together with your spouse, you will look at your spouse. If one of you is not strong in business, it will be the work of the other spouse to maybe introduce your spouse into business. Lakini you take him or her slowly. There are things that you can learn while doing. So maybe you can teach him or her how to connect with clients or how to arrange the stock, those things. And then with time, they will catch up in business.
Okay, and there is this scenario by me. I'm looking for a business. Somebody is working. There are some those people, those ladies who are kind of like, I can't get married to a man who doesn't have any business, yeah. Or even there are some men who will always say also that I can't marry a lady who is not working, yeah. I can't. I love maybe having an affair with somebody who is able, maybe financial, or somebody, who is financially stable, or somebody is working somewhere. Okay, how can you say to that? Is it okay for me to enter to marriage even without a business? Should I be having a business so that I can enter to marriage?
I think business and marriage are not related.
Yes.
If you're looking for a spouse because they are financially stable, I think you're looking for the wrong thing. Uh, the 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 essence of a relationship is to find someone uh, that empowers you.
Yes.
So this person may not be financially stable, but if you look at the person, maybe the way that person is organized, the way that person has planned his life, you know that this person is going somewhere.
True.
So the best the best way to look for a partner for marriage, it will not be to look for someone that is stable, but look for someone that complements your vision. Yeah, I think that is the way to look for a spouse, because if you look for someone who is stable, sometimes things change.
Yes.
Sometimes things change, and you might find that he is financially stable, but he's not stable in terms of relationship.
Very true.
Yeah. So look for someone that understands you. Look for someone that your visions marry. That will be the best way to go. Money will come once you are in harmony with your
Yes.
partner.
Yes.
Money will come.
Wow.
Yeah.
So last question before we close. How do you strategize your business to avoid it breaking your marriage stroke relationship? How do you strategize your business to avoid it breaking your marriage or relationship?
Introduce your spouse to your business. Let them understand what you do.
Kama naiba?
Just let them come into that environment. Hata kama hawezi imba, but akue hapo around, aelewe what happens around music and all that.
No, as in na kama biashara yangu ni
Oh.
kuiba.
I would advise you to do something that is illegal. Yeah, I think we have talked about that.
Yes.
You have said don't focus on what you get. There's a higher calling. What you become is higher than what you get, because if you are becoming something that is dangerous, if you're becoming someone that is going to ruin lives, there's no need of doing what you are doing. I think the essence of business is to serve humanity, is to bring transformation to the people around you. That will be the best idea of a business.
Wow, that's amazing. And maybe kuna hii swali nimesikia inanichokora. There are some people who are suffering, they are in bad debts, yeah? Yeah? Kuna watu wanafanya biashara but they are still sinking in bad debts. Maybe how can you advise such a person, or how can you speak about that? How can somebody come maybe out of debts? Yeah.
Number one is to be honest. Be honest with yourself that I'm in bad debt. Many people are not honest.
Yes.
Many people can calculate. They can do so many calculations, but when you tell them to calculate the amount of money they owe, many people are not able to calculate. And calculating the money you owe begins with okoa jahazi. Many people assume that.
Yes.
Even okoa jahazi can put you in a scenario that you can be so stranded. So count all your dates. Be open. Be honest with yourself. That I'm in this situation.
Yes.
That I'm unable to come out.
Yes.
The first thing is to be honest, and then the second thing is to come up with a plan. How am I going to come out of this thing? Sometimes it takes adjustment of lifestyle. Sometimes you might find maybe you are in dates because maybe your house rent is too high.
Yes.
You're living in a 2-bedroom or in a 3-bedroom. Now maybe you're just alone, or you are two of you. You can move to a lower house.
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes it takes a adjustment of your expenditure. Sometimes it takes a budget, having a budget, and seeing, understanding how you're going to minimize your expenditure. And then when it is also when the creditors are coming to you, it is good also to talk to them. They are human beings. They can understand you. Talk to the creditors. See whether they can. You can come up with a way of they can allow you to pay their debts in a manner that is easier for you. So you just admit that niko na hii deni na imenishinda. So maybe you add me time, but I will make sure I clear it. So sometimes it takes an honest approach. You just become honest with yourself and say, I'm in a fix. This is what has happened. This is what I need to do. So step by step, it's about taking steps towards realizing that you're coming out of a pit. It's like a pit. So the first thing is to be honest, and then to adjust your expenditure, and then to approach the people that maybe you owe them, and then see whether you can work out a plan.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing. And maybe this last question, maybe you can respond it to 30 seconds because I see our time is so far much gone na maswali zinaendelea kukuja. Where do you see Exalted Pillars maybe in 2 years to come?
In 2 years, I see as we will be countrywide.
Yes.
That is our target. We will be countrywide. We want to have impact in all the 47 counties. We will be moving from one county to the other because we have sessions. Like I said, we have sessions for weekends. Most people are free during the weekends. So we'll be moving from one county to the other. Yeah. And then our impact will be nationwide within those 2 years.
And maybe if I may ask, how do you charge maybe for consultation?
Charges? We don't do charges because we don't deal with like I said, our system is that you have to be a member.
Okay.
You have to be a member. Maybe membership. To be a member, registration is 1,000 bob.
Yes.
After registering, now you enroll to our programs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we meet weekly on weekly basis, and then those we have investment programs, we have savings programs, we have charity programs.
Wow.
Yeah. So depending on the program that you feel you need to grow in, you'll be told how to go about it. Yeah.
Wow. That's Yossi for tonight. He has been an amazing guest for us. And najua watazamaji wetu wa pale nyumbani wanaotutazama kwa Savior TV, I'm hoping kuna mambo umejifunza, kuna mambo umepata kujua zaidi ya biashara. So kama wewe ni mfanyabiashara ama unataka kuanzisha biashara, kindly tuko na jamaa wangu hapa, atakusaidia. Umesikia wanadeal, kuna investment program, kuna saving program, and the third is and the charity program. Kama unataka kuenroll ama unataka kujifunza something on those 3 areas, kindly you can meet them. Wako located pale Jade Plaza, Jade building every Saturday, second floor from 3
p.m.
From 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So kama unataka kujua kuhusu biashara na kama unataka kujifunza mengi about biashara, meet him and he will be of a blessing. He will be of a blessing to you. Maybe unaweza tufungia the show, peana your last remarks. Pia ukipeana namba ya simu kwa yule ambaye anataka kujua more about Exalted Pillars. Kuna mtu anataka kujifunza mengi about the business. Maybe you can share your number and I know it will be a blessing.
Okay, thank you. Our number is this number is for WhatsApp only. So the number is 0759704642. You can WhatsApp us on that number and we'll be able to assist you. Maybe what I can leave you with is to tell you that you can be anything you want in life as long as you're committed and you're dedicated to growing into that area. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for having us in our show tonight. Asante sana kwa kuitikia mwito. Asante sana kwa kukuja. I know many people have learned a lot because we have been live on Savior TV and Facebook page on TBH show page. and it has been an amazing show and an amazing talk. And also to those who are watching us kutoka nyumbani, I've told you again and again, if you want to support us kindly, if you want to partner with us, our number is 0711 829090. 0711 829090. Nirudie mara ya mwisho 0711 829090. You can send your support there. You can partner with us through that number. Na najua it will be of great blessing. Akisi Mungu awabariki. I'm just wishing you the best this night as you go to sleep. I'm just wishing you all and also nakutakia wiki ya baraka, wiki mzuri, wiki ya ushindi, wiki ya kutengeneza faida. And let's meet on next Sunday, same place, same time. I've been your host, Wily Mutwiri. God bless you so much, and I love you so much, people. God bless you big.